Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. If you have any creative hobby like photography, video editing, animation, or graphic design, then Skillshare is definitely the place for you. They have thousands of video classes by professionals in their field, neatly divided into chapters, which makes them easy to follow at your own pace. If you sign up with the link in the description, you will get 2 months of free premium membership. And if it turns out it's not your thing, just close your account and it won't cost you a penny. So stay curious, learn a new skill with Skillshare. One of my favorite pastimes is scrolling through the Elite Dangerous subreddit and looking at all the cool stuff you guys post over there. So I thought I would take you guys along for the ride and see what you guys have been posting, because there's often some really cool stuff. Oh, look at this. Someone made like a tribute to the Type 7, of all ships, the Type 7. This one is posted by a Romo Sapien, I think. I really like the art style here. Let's load that up. Wow, that's... how big is this image? Okay, it just takes forever to load, apparently. I like that. That's really cool. I'm not sure if this is built onto actual screenshots in-game that they then, like, applied some filters to make it look more cartoonish, or if this is, like, built from the ground up. I would assume they've been looking at pictures, but it looks really cool. Nice. I wonder if there's more of these for other ships. Or if he just really likes the Type 7. That's a cool picture. Well done. Oh, here we have a Fed War 3D render in 4K. So I've seen a few of these pop up, and it popped up quite often actually, where people do like renders of ships in Elite. This case looks like we have a Farragut Federation, of the big Federation capital ships in the background, clearly crashed and burned. And then a Corvette flying in the foreground. It's funny that the Corvette looks a lot smaller in this picture than it actually is. Really well done. And they even looks like they actually managed to line up the lighting right. The lighting coming here from the back. If you look at the shadows on the dunes down here, it looks like it's the same. I wonder if this is actually a 3D thing they've done in Blender and then render it, because that would mean they could just put a light source over there. But it's really well done. I like it. Definitely an upvote for me as well. Now, this is something different. Wookie Live 92 posted a picture of his motorcycle. He got a new plate. 07 Commander. Ride safe. I like that. It's always nice when people post something a little different. I mean, someone has really got out of their way to show that they are an Elite Dangerous Commander. Getting at like specialized number plate for the motorcycle. Well done. This is cool. Look at this. Someone has taken a video where they put the camera in between the two guns on. I think this must be on a Corvette and they have 2 huge beam lasers on there. It looks like kind of under the title. I wish we could turret these bad boys. Yeah, imagine that, man. If we have like a turret mode where we could actually take control of turrets, like in a first person mode, that would actually be pretty cool. I mean, if that was the way multi-crew worked instead of the third person camera. If we could get a view like that while you were on the ship when you fired the turret weapons, that would make it a hell of a lot more fun, I think. And this was posted by a user Havlet. Oh, look at this. This is another video. Someone flying a ship-launched fighter around a black hole, apparently somewhere in the vicinity of the Heart and Soul Nebula. That looks really cool. The black hole effects in Elite are, well, maybe not the most realistic ones, but they do look really, really great, I think. Especially when you get in really, really close. I've actually noticed that there's also a lensing effect around them. As the other stars, like neutron stars in particular, you can't really see it when you're up close to them for some reason, or you don't really notice it. But if you get some distance to a neutron star, you can kind of begin to see that lensing effect. It's obviously not as prominent as what you get here around a black hole, but it's definitely there, which I think is pretty cool that they've added that. Okay, so I just want to highlight this screenshot here, and this is wow. First of all, I'm pretty sure this has been tampered with in like at least made the colors stand out a bit more. But again, to be honest, I do that with my screenshots as well, so nothing there. But it definitely looks like this has been tampered with. But apart from that, it's a really good screenshot. I mean, you can see what that there must be. It says in the title, is an O-type star and a neutron star. It's one of those where you begin to look at it at first, and as the more you look at it, you just begin to discover more and more stuff. Like the first I noticed was like the big contrast between the bluish rings and the red surface. And then only after like a few seconds, I began to realize, oh, there's a neutron star right there, orbiting an O-type star as well. Really well done. I like that. Oh, look at this one. Wow. Is this a render or is this a screenshot? I'm not even sure. I can't tell. Hold on. That looks really good. I just zoomed in a little bit here to try and get a... this could be both, to be honest. Regardless, it's a really good screenshot. The format kind of is a little weird. Is this maybe originally a screenshot on the side that's then been flipped later? Because it looks like it could be the 16:9 aspect ratio just put vertically. I think it is. But nevertheless, it's a really good screenshot. It's our friend Romo Sapien again. And he's calling it Martian Night, so it's probably over Mars. You have to remember that Mars has been terraformed in Elite Dangerous. So I think this might be a render. I think the last picture we looked at it from him was also a render, if I recall correctly. But regardless, really well done. When you are in doubt whether it's actually a screenshot or render, then you know people have done it right. No way. What the hell? Elite Dangerous running on a 2008 Ford Focus. What? The touchscreen is even working. What the hell? Okay, so how would you... I'm wondering if this is actually running on the hardware in the car itself. Or if this is just someone who's gone in behind. I mean, the screen here must be connected somehow. I would assume it's not just connected with a simple HDMI cable or something like that. It's probably connected with a ribbon cable somewhere behind. So either they have just taken that ribbon cable and hooked it up to something else. I mean, we've seen people run Elite on like a Raspberry Pi and stuff like that in the past with, well, limited success. But again, this looks like it's more powerful hardware than just a Raspberry Pi. I mean, if you look at the amount of details there is when it loads in, I'm not sure if an onboard computer in a car would have that amount of graphical processing power to run something like that. So I'm wondering if this is hooked up to something else and it's just a screen that is being utilized here. But nevertheless, it's really well done. It looks awesome. Imagine that if you could hook it up to a car and you could use the like controls in the car. So whenever you were sitting and you were waiting around anyway, if you were like waiting in a car park somewhere, and you could sit and you could use your steering wheel and the pedals to control the ship. Not really sure how that would work with, I don't know if you know, but anyway, I think that could be pretty fun. I know Tesla has done something like it where they have this huge screen in the middle where you can play some games on it with the car controls when you're sitting and waiting around. Upvote from me, that definitely well done. Oh, here we have another really cool render as well. Once again by DMC Rules, called The Crate Escape. The crate puns never end, do they? That's cool as well. I really like these renders. And I know I'm highlighting a lot of like out-of-game renders and not that many in-game screenshots, but I just really like these. What is that in the background? Looks like an eagle to me, with the white body in the middle and the two wings up the sides. Probably an eagle, I think. Oh, look at this one. This one is by a Slithery Ox, who's apparently 3D printed a lot of ships. So we have an adder and a hauler. That's how that is. Sidewinder, obviously the eagle there. Is that the Asp Explorer or the Asp Scout? I can never tell from the front, and it looks like it's missing the wings. They've probably been printed separately or they've fallen off because they would be quite thin. Type 7 obviously, and then Python out here. I really like when people do like 3D prints. I got one sent to me a while back. If you can go back and watch that video where someone actually 3D printed a Corvette, which I've then painted with the with the approximate paint job that I have on the Cucumber build. So I have that setting up here next to me on a shelf. I love that. I don't get why Elite is not like selling 3D printed models of the ships. If they sold them that were like well done and had specific paint jobs on them, they would be selling those in bulk. I would be buying multiple of those, that's for sure. And we can see there's definitely, oh, there's one more out here. I missed that. Ah, cool. I mean, that would definitely be, I would buy multiple of them, and I know a lot of other people would probably do the same if they sold them as small models you could put on your desk. I like this one. Wet dwarf gives you wings. Is that a dolphin? And that's an orca, maybe? I think it's an orca in the foreground with, I'm not sure if it's a red dwarf. I think most of those smaller stars, they look really, really similar. And then obviously what is either a neutron star or a white dwarf here in the background. With the way these wings, or these, wings, let's call them wings, are. It's probably a neutron star. Well done. That's a good screenshot. Very, very creative. I like that. And this one was posted by a Azatec. I don't know how that's pronounced. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. But again, very creative screenshot. Well done. Oh, this is new. I've actually never seen these before. They look like the space pumpkins that we see. I've seen those around in a few places. But these are like boulders with bluish, like some kind of fluorescent thingy on it. And judging by the background, this is not all the way to Colonia, but it's probably somewhere, distance-wise from the center, it's somewhere in between Colonia and the bubble, because it's not as densely packed with stars as it is out in the Colonia area. But I wonder how many different types of these there are. I mean, we've seen also the brain trees, there's the space pumpkins and the bark mounts, and there are some other of these kind of things, and now also these, whatever we want to call these, but I wonder how many different ones there are. And this one at least is something that I've never encountered myself, but looks really cool. I always really enjoy the visuals in Elite. I mean, they have done an amazing job with most of the visuals in the game. There are other parts of the game that is lacking, but visually, the game is stunning, and they just keep delivering really, really good visuals, I think. Here's a good screenshot. I mean, we can see this is a screenshot. It still has the FPS counter up here in the in the corner. Again, I'm wondering if this one has been tampered with, because the structures on this seems to be really, really well outlined. It might just be because the sun is so low on the horizon on this. But the different colors, like you have the light brownish and the more reddish brown with the blue, and then the light going through the atmosphere of the parent planet. Yeah, and as the title here says, the game never ceased to amaze me, and I absolutely agree. Again, the visuals of this game is just amazing, and it's one of the reasons why I keep coming back, because it's just breathtaking. An upvote from me, and then I think I'm going to call this episode. Remember guys, if you want to maybe see your own screenshot featured in a video like this, go over to the Elite Dangerous subreddit, post it over there, or just upvote the ones that you like, and then we might take a look at them in a future video. If you like this type of content, again, let me know in the comment section, give a like, and again, remember, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys in space.